Hello there and welcome back to another Thunder's Productions video. I'm the madman behind the mic, Jag Thunder, and this is Minecraft. And what's up guys, and welcome back to another M4K update video. It's been a little while, but we are now going to update to 1.84. Got a lot of fixes and new textures in this video and this update, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. Put a lot of work into it the past couple days to change a lot of things from the last time that we had the 1.83 video. A lot of different suggestions and a lot of different things that my buddy, me, and Matt have talked about, and we made some good changes. So anyways, didn't touch any of the stones this time. We're starting somewhere down in here. One of the things that I did fix right off the bat was the wet sponge. Somebody had commented that in the well decks of their amphib assault ships, where they were using the sponge, when it got wet, it went back to default texture. So I went ahead and fixed that. So kudos on that one. We've got a Podzol update, new texture for this one here. And this was suggested by Matt. He is making some modern type builds on one of our custom maps, and he was using the light green wool in between the grass. So he said it would be a nice idea to actually have the Podzol for that purpose. So as what I did is I retextured the Podzol. Now it doesn't pick up the biomes, so it's best used, I think, either in an ocean biome or in a forest biome. This over here is the plains biome, and you can see it's just a little bit different. The grass is a lighter green, and then the Podzol is a little bit more of a brighter green. So if you're going to use it, I would suggest probably either in a plains or an ocean or a darker type biome setting works the best. That's what I recommend for it anyways, because again, like I said, I can't change the color per specific biome. But anyways, that's a nice little addition to the pack. He also wanted a mulch block, so I took the coarse dirt here and added a really nice mulching texture to it. I think that turned out really nice, and I'll try to show you a picture of it next to my house down there. When I go out that side on the way through, we'll take another look at that, and that looks really good. Alright, that takes care of those. Everything down through here is about the same. There's the Podzol again. Didn't touch anything else. In that section, the wood, we did switch out the dark wood and the birch. And the reason for that is the item frames. The item frames pull from the birch texture, and it was way too light. So what I did is I switched it over with the dark oak so I could get a nice dark frame around it, and then pulled I think it's dark stained clay for the background anyway, so it sets a really nice item frame, gives it a really nice dark feel. Only problem is if you use your birch like I have for your ships, you're going to have to switch it all over. I'll use MC Edit, and I'll be done in just a matter of minutes. If you've built your ships, I'm sorry, but if you're using a texture pack, you're on PC anyways, and you should have MC Edit, so it shouldn't really be a big deal. Other than that, like I said, that's the only two woods that I changed. I just reversed the textures on them. The stones and the elements, those will always stay the same because there'd just be a pain in the ass to change the stone. If I change the stone, then all these are going to change, and like I said, I'm not messing with those ever again. And I've got another block here, the Redstone Block. I updated that texture. I've used that on a lot of my jets for the exhaust when they're in the air, so I think that looks really awesome. Kind of looks like an afterburner on. So anyways, that's a really neat looking block. It's more build specific, so I mean, you're not going to be able to use it for like buildings and stuff like that, unless it's blowing up. Whatever. Anyways, some other ones that I'm still looking at are this section right here. The gold, the diamond, probably won't do much with, just because I like this for the Star Wars builds. But these two here will probably get updated in 1.85, and probably the gold also. I know I use this on the props of the ships a lot, but it's underwater and you won't see it anyways. But eventually I do want to get those updated, and I do want to get a slightly different iron block. I don't know, I've always liked that iron block, so that one might just stay. I'm not sure, unless I can find something really tasty to put in the pack. Other than that, everything else through here stays the same. We did have a big lighting update. I don't know if a lot of you have noticed, but in the older packs, all the lights gave off a very yellowish tint, and it flickered and it made everything look very dark and very shitty. Nammerbomb, he is the one that works on the Operation Realism pack. I gave him a shout the other day, and he did some really quick work and figured out what it was, and we got it to a very nice bright. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Go to midnight, and you can see now it gives off a very nice white bright light, so there's no yellow to it whatsoever. And I think that looks so much better. The flickering was very annoying, but he got that fixed for me, and I'm very thankful for him for that. I actually had that in an older pack and got rid of it when I copied over to a different pack and then put all my stuff into it, and then it's creeped its way back in over the last several updates, and I just didn't know what it was. But he got it fixed for me, and I am very thankful. So let me go back to daytime so we can see a little bit better. We've got a lot more blocks to get through. Took a lot of the stained clay, and now we've got some different like drinks and sodas and stuff like that. So I've got one of these blocks. Matt wanted a little more realistic one than what was in some of the other packs that we've looked at. So I think that looks good. We got some Pepsi, some Mountain Dew, and I'm not sure what those are. Probably some flavored water. But anyways, that's a pretty nice block, and it stacks pretty decent. I mean, you're probably not going to put more than a couple wide and a couple high for a cooler, and then you're going to surround it with some blocks. So I think that'll work out really well. That's not the only choice that you have. We also have a snack machine. So in your convenience stores, you can pop up a little snack machine, and I put a white top on it, so if you put it on the bottom like this, it works. Gives you a little bit more variety, how to use that block anyway, so the top and the bottom is white on that one. And that is pink stained clay, and this one is hardened clay. Sorry about that, I didn't mention which ones they are, but you can read the signs. And then this one down here, we have a Pepsi Machine. It's on the cyan stained. Again, this was, I tried to pick colors that I knew I wasn't going to ever use as far as the stained clay goes, and I was pretty sure you guys weren't going to be using. That's why from the last update I picked the purple and the brown for the pad eyes, and the coal pad eyes, and the stained clay pad eyes. But anyways, cyan, we've got a nice little Pepsi Machine. I think this looks really neat. It's a little short one for like offices and stuff like that, or like my car dealership. I'll put a little smaller drink machine in there. Someday when I figure out how to do CTM, I'll figure out how to stack these and make it like a full tall cooler, like the refrigerator. But like I said, someday when I get a chance to figure out how to do the CTM, I've looked at it a few times and it's kind of confusing, but I am slowly getting better with the years. Jag's like a fine wine. I get better. Anyways, this is my house. You guys have seen this several times. This over here is your forest biome, again with the grass, and then on this side here is the ocean, and then along the side you can see the mulch blocks. I think that looks really good. So it's kind of dark like the coarse dirt, and that's kind of what I was going for. And Matt, he wanted a nice dark texture, and I think that should nail the head of the nail. Anyways, the pumpkin eventually is coming. That is a rotatable block, so I'll be able to get a new texture on that, and we'll get several different variations for different blocks out of that one, like we do the dispenser and the hopper and all that. Again, thanks for Nammerbomb for letting me know that that's a rotatable block, and if it's not hard coded in the game, it doesn't work. Because I was trying to rotate the hardened clay block, and it wasn't working. And that's why it's not hard coded for being rotated. I fixed all these. Again, actually, he fixed these. Nammerbomb figured out that I didn't have a specific JSON file in the pack for double orientation, and that's why we had three sides on a lot of these, the hopper, the dispenser, the furnace, and stuff like that. So now we have the white sides here, or the clear sides, as you can see here and here, and then the front and the back like it's supposed to be. So now you can put it at the end of your cabinets, and your countertops and things like that. or the end of your buildings, and you don't have to worry about having two side textures on the outsides. So that is fixed. And again, let's see, this one here is a double texture. So normally it is the microwave and the washing machine, and then if you're facing down, it throws the cabinet, or if you're facing up. And again, that's been in the pack, but I just wanted to show you that the sides are fixed. They're now clean. Looks very, very good. Still looking at the note block, and get some different speakers going on, probably in 1.8.5. I just didn't get to it in this particular update. There's the fire block, or the redstone block. The torches are now hard coded into the texture pack. Again, borrowed it from the Huntington models and also the Operation Realism. Borrowed that from their packs and erased the particles, so you don't have to turn your particles off for the torches, because before, when I did have it working, the particles were coming off the smoke and the flame, and I had to turn that off so that it didn't show up. I just went into the particles pack and particles PNG, and completely deleted the fire and the little smoke particles. So this pack has no fire or smoke particles as far as the flames go. So like your lava, the little things that jump up out of that, I think are gone now, which is no big deal. I mean, this is more of a builder's pack anyways. That's what we're going for. But anyways, on the side of the wall, your torches, they work normal in the horizontal position, but as soon as you put it on the side of a wall, it sticks and it pulls the glowstone. And yes, it does light up. So that's another really, really nice lighting source. And again, it is hard coded now into the texture pack. Again, all you just need is Optifine for all the different, stuff like that to work. And then the last thing that I have is the crafting table. We finally got a really awesome texture for this. I just did this actually a few minutes before this update video. A lot of people have suggested some wooden crates for the docks and stuff like that, and on the ships. There you go. I think that is absolutely perfect. That is what I've kind of had in mind for a long time. Found a really nice texture this morning, and made that the crafting table. And I think that's it. Oh, the black stained clay was mentioned. That was way too dark and very, very unusable. It is now toned down. It looks like a dark gray, and I'll pull the dark gray here. And I had that set up, and I flew right past it. There's the gray stained clay, and I'll show you the differences between the two. So you can see it's definitely darker than the dark gray. So that's the black, that's the dark gray, and then we've got the light gray here, which is obviously way, way lighter than the other grays. So now you should be able to do your roads and stuff like that, and be able to see where the blocks are and count them a lot better. I know that was a very, very sore subject with a lot of different people and myself for road textures, because this was like pitch black, and once you put 2 blocks down, you definitely could not see them or count them. So now you can definitely put several down and be able to count them a lot easier than you could before. So yes, I finally got to that. Sorry about the long wait on that. And I think that's it. Yeah, dispenser, furnace, dropper, and dispenser I think is the other one, or hopper. No, the hopper stays the same. That's the little metal one. But yeah, all those were updated, and I'm just going through to make sure that I've covered all the different updates, and it looks like I have. But yeah, that is it for your 1.84 M4K texture pack update video, guys. Hope I did really, really good. I'm really satisfied with the work that I've put into this pack so far, and there will be more in the 1.85. Probably in a couple months down the road. I don't work on the pack very often, just when I get a little hair up my ass and I feel like it's time for some new textures, then I sit down and I work on the pack for a day or two and I get some more things done. So hopefully within the next couple updates this year we can get some CTM going, and I can get some alternate blocks just to make things look a lot nicer. But other than that, that's it for the update video, guys. Hope you really, really enjoy the video. Like always, I appreciate you watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.